Right now, let's dig in deeper to all of this with our Fox News political analyst, Gianno Caldwell. I want to talk about this link with violence because we saw this horrific shooting in Rhode Island the other day in which a transgender father shot his ex-wife and 3 members of his family. One of them passed away. Carol Markowitz, writing in the New York Post, said this: "We can't continue to engage in the delusion that one can actually change their gender, that gender reassignment surgery is more than just mutilation, and of course that the urge to change one's birth gender isn't already a mental health emergency in and of itself that has recently become accompanied by horrific violence. We cannot change the conversation to guns or anything else. We cannot keep pretending there is no connection. Robert Dorgan's mass murder spree happened because his mental illness, which manifested in cutting off his genitals, went unchecked. We have to stop this madness now." I mean, you know, you are so well versed in this idea of violence across America, and your family has been touched by it tragically. What do you think about all this?
Well, thank you first off for having me. And I got to tell you, we do have a mental health crisis in this country, and the media has largely ignored it, especially when it comes to the transgender issue. This is something that's impacting families all over the country and something that needs to come to an end. We have to take this very seriously. And the way that especially those in the left-wing media tries to cover these issues or attempt not to cover these issues in many instances, as we saw very recently, it has to come to an end. We got to be honest as Americans that these issues have consequences, and that's what we're seeing.
Right. You know, in terms of violence, too, you know, we know that your brother Christian was murdered in Chicago on the 24th of June, 2022. He was just standing on the street. There was a drive-by shooting. He happened to get caught up in it. This would have been his 22nd birthday.
Yes.
Where do your thoughts go as you look back on that tragedy?
Well, first and foremost, I cannot thank my Fox News family enough, and I'm so sorry my voice is cracking. No. I never intended this, and I can't thank my Fox News family enough for all the support, the love that you all have given me. It'll be 4 years in June since my brother was gone, and I started the Caldwell Institute for Public Safety in recognition that there's so many other people out there who are victims of violent crime, so many others out there whose lives can be saved. So when starting that in our foundation, the Caldwell Foundation for Public Safety, please go to caldwellsafety.org and support our efforts. Thank you so much. I think about my brother. I wish he was in school. I wish I would have been able to have a drink with him for his birthday, because I missed it on the 21. But, you know, I'm thankful that I have an opportunity to continue to push his legacy forward through the vehicle, the Caldwell Institute for Public Safety and the Caldwell Foundation.
You wrote a Fox News op-ed that's out, and you say that, you know, in the 4 years since he was tragically murdered, not much has changed in America's big cities.
That's exactly right. We can thank President Trump, and I do thank President Trump, because now we look at the numbers in terms of the murder rate, the lowest we've seen in recorded history as of recently. Last year, we see what he's done with the border. We've seen what he's done with D.C. We've seen what he's done with Memphis. There's cities like Chicago who said, President Trump, you're not welcome here. We don't need your help. Meanwhile, you got over 100 people shot in Chicago just last month. We're in 2026. Yeah. Those are big, big numbers. And we've not seen these very, very liberal cities who understand that there should be consequences to crime, but because of their ideology and progressiveness, they don't provide consequences to crime. Meanwhile, people like my family suffer and pay the consequences.
Right. You are going to be holding an event in Mar-a-Lago.
That's right.
Tomorrow. It's no, not tomorrow. Today's Wednesday.
Yes, February 24th. It'll actually be taped for Fox Nation. We'll have people like John Walsh, Dr. Drew Paul Morrow, many of our Fox News colleagues that will be there. I encourage people to go to caldwellsafety.org, get your tickets, get your sponsorships. We're going to be there talking about supporting victims. We'll also be honoring the Attorney General of Florida as well, because we got to come together as a team. This isn't about ideology. If you're a Republican, you're a Democrat, you're an independent, you're a progressive, any of our families' lives can be impacted with violent crime, and that's why we have to put an end to it. Enough is enough. Right.
Bullets do not know political boundaries.
Exactly right.
That's for sure. Gianno, God bless you. Thank you for coming by today.
Thank you for having me.
And again, just, you know, we're so heartsick about what happened to your family.
Thank you for your support.
We hope that this event at Mar-a-Lago starts to turn the tide, and maybe people in these big cities will wake up that they need to do something about it.
Absolutely. Caldwellsafety.org. Get your tickets. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right.